Hi there, it's Karen here from Turquoise Treasures. Welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be working once again on this little book for my daughter and her fiance for their wedding. It's a little guest book that she wants me to make, or they want me to make, they've asked me to make. And so we're just going to hopefully finish it in this video because we've had lots of discussions. They know exactly what they want and I'm hoping I'll be able to deliver. So on the last video we just did the cover and we sewed in two of the three signatures, didn't we? So we're going to do the third one today. But the first thing I want to do, they want these letters are going to go on the front of the book, H&G, Hannah and George, and they want them painted gold. And we looked at all the colours that I have. We looked at antique bronze, and we looked at copper, and we looked at black, and we looked at dark green. We tried all the colours, and in the end they decided that gold was the colour they wanted to go for. So that's what we're going to do. So let's hope this is going to... sometimes it comes out a little oily when it's not been shaken up properly. Okay, that looks nice. I forgot to get myself a paintbrush. So, there we are. We have a paintbrush, so I'll just do these one at a time and then let them dry while we carry on doing other bits. I'm going to paint them on the on the inside as well. It's a little dark. I think this is where it's been laser cut. The outsides and the edges are quite dark, but hopefully they'll be fine when they're all painted over. If necessary, I'll give them a second coat. It seems to be covering quite well. Just let those dry, and then I'll touch up the little corners that I was holding it by, and then we'll carry on to the next thing. Okay, so the letters are just off to one side drying. I managed to get them finished while the paint was still a little bit tacky, but it's just drying completely now. Luckily, acrylic paint doesn't really take very long to dry, so we should be able to get that all finished today. In the meantime, I want to work on decorating the spine. And Hannah and George have decided, and it's very much both of them working on this. George was just as involved in all the decisions as Hannah, which is lovely. It was lovely for her because it was really nice for the both of them to be just as interested in how this looks. Not just her. It was both of them. What I'm going to do, or what they've asked me to do, they would like to do, is have a piece of the matching fabric around. Now I know this has got a raw edge, but I'm hoping that will be covered up and disguised. I'll just see how it looks. With just a little trim of lace along each edge, just to give it that finish, like that. So that's the plan, and then these bits are going to be wrapped around and glued down to give a nice clean edge. That's the plan. I hope it works. So what I think I'm going to do, so I think I'm going to put some glue on the spine first. I haven't done it like this before, so this is a little bit nerve-wracking, just knowing if it's going to turn out okay. So, because especially as I'm doing it for them, and I want it to be how they want it. Okay. Now I'm just going to make sure it's evenly spaced. Bring it down a little bit. Are we even? I think we are about even. Do you know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to turn it the other way because I want the slightly better cut edge to be on the front. Didn't do the best job of cutting this side, did I? Hopefully that won't show. Alright, that's about. I just want to make sure it's got the same amount both sides. So there's the spine, so it looks about right, doesn't it? Hopefully. I want about 1/2 inch each side, that's the idea, I think. So I think we're about right. And then I'm going to glue each side down separately, and then we'll glue around the ends. Right. Now the bit that I'm a bit nervous about, just because I hope it's not going to. I think it will work. Just gluing that down, and then the hidden spine will be glued into there, so that'll all be tucked in and invisible. That's the idea. It doesn't look as flat here for some reason. Okay. Should work okay like that. Take these bits off with my scissors. A few little bits on there on the fabric. Okay, that's that one down. Do this one. Okay. When it works, it's so good, this Fabri-Tac. it's just really, you get this instant grab and you just feel like it's just going to hold. Now I think what I want to do, because this has got to now bend up, I'm just going to get my bone folder and just make the indentations here so that the fabric bends round. Like that. And we have a nice neat spine. And then what we've got to do is add our little bits of lace either side. Just going to trim off these odd bits. I'm just going to put a bead of glue down the edge, and that's hopefully will give it a nice finish that we're looking for. There. I'm happy with that. Just gives it a nice finish. Okay, coming along. Let's just do the other side. Just cut it roughly to size. Hopefully about right. Right, so now I need to set that aside to dry as well. So I'm just going to pop that over there. Whoops. It would be good if it stood up, wouldn't it? There we go. That's better. Get rid of the glue. Now, we need to sew in the final signature. You saw me sew in one signature rather badly, and I did the second one off camera, and of course that went much better. It went rather well, in fact. Ironic. That's the way it goes. Things always work better off camera than on camera, don't they? So I'm hoping. The trouble is, it was about a week ago when I did the last lot, so I'm hoping I can remember what I did. Oh dear. Now, did I put the holes in already? I think I did. Let's just grab my awl, make sure I've got my holes poked nice and clearly. Just give them another little poke. You can see them. Goes that way. Okay, just give it another good old poke through. And the last one. Okay, good. So that's ready to go. Now I need to do the holes in which will be the first signature now that we have the cover. The title page has been done. they've designed that themselves, and then they've just sent it to me so I could put it on the front. And just date of the wedding and their name, and wedding guest book. It is what it does what it says on the tin, as they say. Now, I'm just wondering if this needs any more trimming. I have a feeling that the outside page needs a touch. Does it need? Let me just see. It may need another little trim. Right, so I'm going to put it in the cradle so that I can make sure it's all properly bedded down. I want to have a look to see if there's any more trimming needs to happen. I think we're not too bad. The danger is I'll mess it up again, so maybe I won't. Maybe I won't risk it. Let's just make sure it's absolutely together. I think there's one page here that needs just a tiny bit more trimming. Right, so I did just slightly trim the middle page, but only by a touch. But I didn't want to mess about doing that on camera because I knew I'd probably take twice as long doing it that way. But I'm now going to poke my holes. Just going to make sure this goes right into the centre. That's it. And so I've got the template in here in case you hadn't realised. So 1 set, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So, and then I'm just going to re-poke them, make sure they're properly through. We'll have another go at sewing it in. See if I can make a better job of doing it this time than I did when you watched me before. Okay, let's get my thread. One, two, three, this is the wax thread that I've got. All came in the kit that I bought when I bought the bookbinding kit with a variety of bits and pieces in it. But these are, I think this is a tapestry needle because it's bigger. It's got bigger eye, so it's easier to thread. But it also has it's quite a fat needle, so you need quite good sized holes. And if I struggle, I've got my little finger thimble thingy. I think probably came with the bookbinding kit as well. Right, here we go. Wish me luck. Let's hope this goes better than last time. Right, so just being methodical, just doing it a bit at a time. tight on the inside. Are we tight on the outside? Yes, we are. There you go, look at that. We have done it. I'm sure you've all seen it done much more proficiently than that. But that's probably as good as it gets in this craft room. 3 knots. Flatten the knot a little bit. That's it. And then we'll trim. Right. So we have 3 signatures, and now all we have to do is add this to the book. Okay, how are we doing? I think it's all right. So now what we have to do is glue it in. Glue it in like that. Try and get it central. Right, so we need to put lots of glue. Now are we going to do it so that it's not... I think I've seen it done where it lays flatter if it's only attached on the sides but not in the middle, so there's a kind of little bit of a gap here. Is that going to work? Is that going to be strong enough to hold it if I just glue it on the sides? That's the thing. No, I don't think I'm going to be... I'm not going to risk that, I don't think. I think I want it to be glued right into the spine. I think that will be the best thing to do. Just wondering whether to trim that down a little bit. Just make sure it doesn't completely fit in there. Should be okay. Okay, no more faffing, let's get on with it. I wonder if I can prop it up in here for a moment. Might make it easier to glue if I've got it held in the cradle. Right. Bring it down a touch. Are we in? Just flatten this down a bit. Okay. That's over far enough that way. I think it's in now. Yep, I think we're okay. Just a little bit more onto the edge. Okay, that's that side. Do the same on the other side. Across it needs to go. Right, so I think that looks fine. There we are. And I'm going to do the same lace just along the edge of here as well. I'm hoping I've got enough left. What have I done with it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Rhonda, this is the lace you sent me, so thank you very much. It's doing a great job here. And it's just the perfect trim to finish this little booklet. Right, let's just do that one. Okay. Trim it there. And just a little bit A little bit more under the edge. Right, I just needed to let the other side dry a little because the last thing we want is the signature to stick to the cover, do we? So I'm pretty sure we're all good. It's all nicely dry, so we're just got to stick on the lace on this side now. There. It's very gluey because this lace is so fine, but I don't want to risk using any other glue. With this, I want it to stay there. I think that's all right. I don't know if I need to add any more. I might just see if the scallopy bits are attached enough. Yeah, maybe just a little touch underneath each one, just to make sure. Okay. That is very thoroughly glued, that lace now. So now I just need to let this one dry, and then we'll be putting on the finishing touches on the front. My letters I think are dry now, so we'll just leave this to dry for a moment and then we'll come back and finish it off. Right, so this is all dry now. Just keep picking off little endy bits. Just trim that little bit there. Okay, so now all we need to do is finish the front. So my letters have all dried, and there we are. They look gorgeous. Sorry about the phone. It's just a little rucking up there, but luckily I think it'll be hopefully disguised. Let's just put that there like that. So they need to be evenly spaced and just the right sort of diagonal. Let me just see if that looks right, because I don't want to glue them on and then not like where they are. Might just bring the G up a touch. Just want to get them right. Notice this little, I am on the front, aren't I? Yep. Good. Okay. So if I can put that there to cover up that bit of slight crease in the fabric, how would that look? Just trying to look down, see if it looks okay. There we are. I think that's about right. So let's glue these on now. Oops. I'll push that to one side and then I can use both hands. Okay. H in place. Okay. Let's do the G. Not the G. Well, maybe I should do the G and make sure the and is central then, can't I? Yes, I'll do the G next. Okay. Oop. Right. Alright, I'm happy with that position. Now I just got to make sure the and is nice and central between the two. Okay, I think that's about right. Okay. Now those will have to dry before I can do one more thing. I've got one more little thing to do and I'll show you. And I'll probably have to do that off camera. Well, I will, because I'm going to need Richard to help me with these, because I'm going to put on these little gold corners. They're quite small and they're a bit tricky to squeeze, so I will have to get his help, just making sure they're properly fitted on, because they'll need. I have these really old pair. I think they were his once. I don't know where they came from originally. Look how old they are. Really old pair of nice flat nose pliers that I use to put the book corners on. I can do the Tim Holtz ones, but these little ones I do struggle with, so I'm going to just get him to squeeze those into place, and when that's done I'll come back and show you the finished item. I mean, it's going to basically look like that, but I've obviously got to do the back too as well. So I'll be right back when that's all finished. And here it is, all done. So I've got the corners on, gold corners. They were a bit tricky, so I needed Richard's help. But they're on each of the corners, and that just protects it. And then inside it just opens nice and flat, so it should be easy to write on. And hopefully they'll get lots of lovely messages from their guests. There it is. So there we go. And I really hope they love it. I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I'm hoping it's what they wanted. I think it is, because we have discussed it all the way along. So there it is. That's their wedding guest book, all ready for their wedding. Thank you for joining me today, and bye for now.